Hey folks, imagine gripping a piece of history that roars like thunder and appreciates faster than your retirement fund. We're talking military surplus firearms, those battle-tested beasts from wars that shaped the world. From storming Normandy beaches to holding lines in muddy trenches, these guns aren't just metal and wood, they're stories wrapped in steel. If you've got one tucked in your safe, think twice before letting it go. Values are skyrocketing in this 2025 market, with rarity and hype driving prices wild. Stick with me as we break down 8 keepers that'll make you rethink that quick sale. And if this gets your trigger finger itching, hit that like button and subscribe to Firearm Standard for more straight shooting gear talks. M1 Garand Rifle. Listen up. If there is one rifle that screams American muscle, it is the M1 Garand. General Patton did not call it the greatest battle implement ever devised for nothing. This semi-automatic powerhouse hit the scene in 1936, changing the game for infantry. Picture D-Day chaos in 1944, paratroopers dropping into Normandy, their Garand spitting 8 rounds before that iconic ping echoes as the en-bloc clip flies out. It outgunned enemy bolt actions, turning tides in Europe and the Pacific. Now, why hold on to yours like it is family gold? In December 2025, service-grade models are fetching $1,200 to $1,800, but collector pieces like Winchester variants push higher, with annual appreciation around 15% as civilian marksmanship program stocks thin out. Rarity hits hard, millions made, but pristine ones with matching numbers are getting scarce. Chambered in .30-06 Springfield, it packs a 24-inch barrel with a muzzle velocity of about 2,800 feet per second. Weighs in at 9.5 pounds with a 43 inches long. Sturdy enough for hikes, but balanced for quick shoulders. Gas-operated semi-automatic action cycles like a dream, feeding from an 8-round en-bloc clip into the internal magazine. Effective range? Solid 400 yards with iron sights, but slap on a scope for hunting trips. Recoil feels like a firm push, not a knockout punch, making it fun for all-day range sessions. That trigger pull is crisp, around 4.5 to 6.5 pounds, and the safety is right there on the trigger guard. Variants include the M1D Sniper with a cheek pad and flash hider. Those can add serious premiums if you have got provenance. In real life, it is reliable in mud or sand, field strips in minutes with no fancy tools. Ammunition is still around. Surplus .30-06 or reloads keep costs down. Imagine handing this to your kids someday, watching their eyes light up as they cycle that action. Selling? You would regret it quicker than buying cheap optics. With World War II veterans' stories fading, these rifles carry weight, literal and emotional. In a world flooded with ARs, the Garand stands tall as pure Americana. Grip it tight, its value is only climbing. Colt M1911A1 pistol. Alright, shifting to a sidearm that is as American as backyard barbecues, the Colt M1911A1. John Browning cooked this up in 1911, and it became the United States military's trusty companion from World War I trenches to Vietnam jungles. Think GIs in Belleau Wood, 1918, relying on its 45 punch to stop charges cold. Or in Vietnam's thick brush, where close quarters meant life or death. This pistol has saved more hides than I can count. So why never let it loose? Right now in 2025, military-issue ones with United States property marks are going for $2,500 to $6,000, and rare variants like Singers spike over 20% yearly. Supply is shrinking as estates hit auctions, pushing values up. Break it down. 45 ACP caliber delivers that legendary stopping power at 830 feet per second muzzle velocity. 5-inch barrel, overall 8.5 inches, tips the scales at 2.4 pounds unloaded. Perfect for one-hand control without feeling like a brick. Single-action semi-automatic with a 7-round detachable magazine. Short recoil operation keeps it chugging even caked in grime. Grip safety and thumb safety add layers, and that trigger breaks clean at 4 to 6 pounds. Nicknamed Old Slab Sides for its flat profile, but it is pure genius inside. The A1 upgrade brought finger cuts and an arched mainspring housing for better ergonomics. Feels natural in hand. Firing one? That 45 thump is satisfying. Recoil is stout but manageable, like a solid handshake. I have put rounds through originals, and they group tight at 25 yards. Safety is intuitive. Thumb it down and you are ready. Variants abound. OSS models with suppressors are unicorn rare. Market is hot, with veterans passing, provenance like unit marks jacks prices. Do not dump it for cash. Replicas feel like kids' toys next to the real deal. Picture trading this icon for some plastic wonder. No way. It is a shooter too. Modern loads tame it for range days. Suppress it? Threaded adapters exist, but keep it simple for reliability. From movies to heirlooms, the 1911 packs stories. If yours has wartime wear or ties to big operations, vault it. Selling is like hating free ammunition. Just dumb. Thompson M1 submachine gun. Buckle in for the Tommy gun. The Thompson M1, that roaring legend from Prohibition to World War II. Simplified in 1942 for war production, it armed allies from North Africa's sands to the Bulge's snow. Envision GIs during Operation Market Garden in 1944, hosing 45 rounds to cover drops. Its chatter was freedom's soundtrack. This subgun has got attitude. Never part ways? As a Class 3 National Firearms Act item, transferable originals are rarer than honest politicians, hitting $20,000 to $40,000 in 2025, with 15–25% yearly gains from regulations and film fame like The Untouchables. Under 10,000 civilian legal left, selling is burning money. Specifications to love: 45 ACP 700 rounds per minute cyclic, 935 feet per second muzzle velocity, 10.5-inch barrel, 32 inches overall with stock, weighs 10 pounds, compact for room clearing. Blowback full automatic, selector for semi or full, sticks to 20-30 round box magazines for efficiency. Effective up to 150 yards, but shines close. Devastating spray. Felt that climb on automatic? Like taming a wild horse, but practice makes it controllable. M1 fixed stock and simplified sights scream practicality over the finned M1928. I have handled these beasts. Ear protection is a must, but the grin lasts days. Market is exploding. National Firearms Act hurdles mean values soar. World War II proven ones double investments. Do not cash out. Watch prices climb while you regret. It is a range monster with surplus ammunition, though controlled bursts save brass. From gangsters to grunts, it is American firepower embodied. If transferable, guard it. Fakes lack the soul. Selling? Only if you crave regret for breakfast. Krag Jorgensen U.S. Rifle. Man, if you are into rifles that blend American grit with a touch of Norwegian flair, the Krag Jorgensen is your jam. Adopted back in 1892 as the United States Army's first bolt-action repeater, it was the bridge from old-school black powder to smokeless cartridges. Teddy Roosevelt and his Rough Riders lived by this during the Spanish-American War, charging up Kettle Hill in 1898 amid smoke and yells. It has got that historical punch that makes you feel like you are holding a piece of the Wild West turning modern. Why not sell? As of December 2025, these are pulling $800 to $1,500 on the used market, depending on condition, with values climbing about 10 to 15% yearly thanks to rarity and collector buzz. Only around 500,000 ever made, and finding one with original cartouches intact? That is like striking oil in your garage. Specifications-wise, it is chambered in 30-40 Krag, with a 30-inch barrel that delivers pinpoint accuracy out to 600 yards effective, maxing over 1,000 with iron sights. Muzzle velocity hits around 2,000 feet per second, and it weighs about 9 pounds unloaded, balanced just right for carrying without dragging you down. The bolt action is rotary magazine fed, holding 5 rounds in a side-loading setup that lets you top off mid-fight without breaking position. Genius for its era. Trigger pull is smooth, around 5–7 pounds, and the safety is a simple rocker on the bolt. Recoil? Mild, like a nudge from a buddy, not a full shove. Variants include the 1898 model with bayonet lugs. Those fetch premiums if matching. Ammunition is available, though reloading saves cash since surplus is spotty. Picture this. You are at a shoot and folks crowd around because ARs are everywhere. But a Krag? Rare bird. Do not restore it. Patina adds value. Fakes tank it. Hand it to a kid or spouse, watch confidence soar. If yours has service marks, it is a legacy waiting for your kids. Selling now? You would kick yourself as prices keep rising with pre-World War I interest. Hold tight. It is more than a gun. It is history you can shoulder. M1903 Springfield Rifle. Ah, the M1903 Springfield, the rifle that set the bar for American precision. Born from Spanish-American war lessons where our Krags got outranged by Mausers, it rolled out in 1903 and became a legend. Doughboys in World War I's Argonne Forest trusted its accuracy to shift battles, and World War II Marine snipers in the Pacific nailed targets from ridiculous distances. It is pure United States determination in steel. Cling to it? In December 2025, values are sitting at $800 to $1,600 for collector grades, up 12 to 15% annually as imports tighten and hype builds. Surplus is vanishing, so pristine ones with provenance are hot commodities. Dive into the details. 30 OH6 Springfield caliber 24-inch barrel with 110 twist rifling for tack driving groups. Muzzle velocity around 2,800 feet per second. Weighs 8.7 pounds, 43 inches long. Maneuverable yet rock steady. 5-round internal magazine loads via stripper clips, Mauser-style bolt with controlled feed extractor shrugs off dirt and mud. Trigger breaks crisp at 3 to 5 pounds, and the safety is a 3-position flag on the bolt. Effective range 800 yards irons, over 2,000 with scopes. Recoil is a solid thump you can handle all day. Firing one feels telepathic. That trigger reads your intent. Variants like the A3 with aperture sights shine in low light or rare Pedersen semi-automatic conversions. Collector gold. I've put rounds down range with originals. Groups at 100 yards are sub-MOA easy. Ammunition tweaks make it modern friendly. Market is heating. Rock Island Arsenal stamps add bucks. Skip sporterizing, kills value like a dud round. Imagine offloading yours and seeing it auction for double later. Ouch, yours might have Bellow Wood or Iwo Jima vibes. It is a range beast with low-maintenance field stripping. In an AR-dominated world, the O3 screams where accuracy began. Vaulted, values are compounding. Mauser C96 pistol. Talk about a pistol with personality. The Mauser C96, or broom handle, straight out of 1896 steampunk dreams. Winston Churchill toted one at Omdurman in 1898, raving about it in his writings. It shook up wars from Boer to World War I, even inspired Han Solo's blaster. December 2025, prices are $1,800 to $3,500 used, spiking 15 to 20% yearly for rarities like Red 9 or battle-scarred ones, fueled by Hollywood and shrinking supply. Under a million produced total. Good luck finding unmolested examples. Key specifications: mostly 7.63 x 25mm Mauser, screaming at 1,400 feet per second, but 9mm parabellum variants exist. Barrel usually 5.5 inches, overall 12 inches, 2.5 pounds. Grip is distinctive, attaches to a shoulder stock for carbine mode. 10-round internal magazine via stripper clips. Recoil-operated semi-automatic with adjustable rear sight out to 1,000 meters. Optimistic, but solid to 100 yards. Trigger pull varies by mode but averages 6 to 8 pounds. Hammer can bite if careless. Safety is a slider on the left. That snap when firing? Addictive, recoil is sharp but controllable. I have shot these with the stock. Turns it into a mini rifle for fun plinking. Market is on fire. Engraved or contract models soar. Do not sell. Reproductions feel hollow. Picture regretting it during range tails. Ammunition is out there. Reloads cheap. It is flair and firepower. Cherish it. Kar 98K Mauser rifle, switching gears to some Axis engineering that has oddly become a collector's sweetheart, the Kar 98K Mauser. The Wehrmacht adopted this bolt-action staple in 1935, and it powered through World War II from blitzkriegs to the frozen hell of the Eastern Front. Remember Stalingrad in 1942? Snipers like Vasily Zaitsev used it to pick off foes amid the ruins, its reliability shining in snow, mud, or desert grit. Even allies respected it for holding up when others jammed. So why treat it like a family heirloom? As of December 2025, these are commanding $1,000 to $1,800 on the secondary market, with jumps around 20% yearly thanks to import bans and World War II anniversary buzz. Early war codes like BIF with intact Waffenamps are premium, and matching serial numbers? Those are getting harder to snag as European surpluses dry up. Specifications breakdown. Chambered in 7.925 57mm Mauser, aka 8mm Mauser, it features a 23.6-inch barrel with a 1.9.5 twist rifling, pushing muzzle velocity to about 2,600 feet per second. Weighs 8.6 pounds unloaded, overall length 43.7 inches, compact for a full-power rifle, easy to maneuver in tight spots. 5-round internal magazine loads via stripper clips, the controlled feed bolt-action extracts like a champ, minimizing jams even in filth. Safety is a wing on the bolt shroud, 3 positions for safe, fire, and lock. Effective range hits 500 yards with iron sights, stretching to 800 with optics like the ZF-41 scope on sniper variants. Ammunition is plentiful. Surplus or commercial loads work fine, though corrosive primers mean clean it quick. Variants include Mountain Troop Shorties or laminated stock late war models. Those add collector bucks if documented. Market is surging. United States enthusiasts are driving demand as originals vanish. Do not hack it into a sporter. That guts the value faster than a bayonet charge. Imagine offloading yours and missing the next auction frenzy? Brutal. In shaky times, classics like this appreciate quickest. Lock it down. Regret is a lousy companion. Browning Automatic Rifle M1918A2. Wrapping our list with the big dog, the Browning Automatic Rifle M1918A2. John Browning dreamed this up in 1917, and by World War II, it evolved into a squad-level fire hose, dishing suppressive barrages from World War I's Meuse-Argonne to Korea's icy ridges. Think Marines on Guadalcanal in 1942, pinning down Japanese advances with 30-06 storms. Its toughness in jungles and trenches kept teams alive. This thing is a beast. Never sell? Being a full automatic National Firearms Act item, transferable civilian examples are scarcer than ammunition at a shortage, tagging $35,000 to $50,000 in December 2025, with 20% plus annual hikes from tiny pools and collector demand. Fewer than a couple thousand legal survivors out there. It is blue-chip territory, especially with World War II centennials looming. Let us hit the specifications. 30-06 Springfield caliber, cyclic rate 650 rounds per minute, selectable slow-fast automatic, muzzle velocity 2,800 feet per second. The 24-inch barrel is quick change for sustained fire, overall length 47 inches, and it weighs a hefty 20 pounds loaded, built like a vault for stability. Gas-operated with a 20-round box magazine, bipod folds for prone work, and the rear sight adjusts to 1,500 yards. Trigger pull varies by mode but averages 6 to 8 pounds, with a rate reducer in the A2 to tame bursts. Safety selector is on the left, easy thumb flip. Effective range, up to 600 yards bipoded, but it shines in 200-400 for suppression. Variants like the original M1918, full automatic only, or monitor models are rare birds. Market is wild. Provenance from big battles doubles values. Semi-automatic clones do not touch the real deal's vibe. What if you flipped it and prices kept soaring? Heartbreaker. It is shootable fun, mild for the output, great for history demos. Ammunition feeds reliably, though heat buildup means pace yourself. From doughboy trenches to Pacific foxholes, the bar's epic saga lives on. If yours is transferable with papers, treasure it. Icons like this turn heads and build wealth. Selling? Only if you love eating crow. Whew, that is our 8 military surplus stars. These are not just firearms. They are history's heavy hitters that keep stacking value like compound interest. Owning one plugs you right into those tales. If any sparked a check of your safe, you might uncover a gem. Dug this breakdown? Smash that like button, subscribe to Firearm Standard for more no BS firearm deep dives, and chime in below. What is your ultimate never sell piece? Stay locked and loaded out there.